Yo, what's up, boys? Today we're in ranked playing some classic Splashyard. We've got the Evo Knight and the Evo Goblin Cage. This is like probably the best version of Splashyard at the moment. Gonna start out, probably just gonna cycle my cage in a second. But yeah. So I've actually had, that's like the one bad thing he could have had. I've been getting, he played it wrong. Okay, cool. Anyway, playing against Pekka Bridge Fam. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of comments asking about what's better, Tombstone or Goblin Cage, especially if you guys don't have the Evos. Honestly, I would say it's preference. I just think Goblin Cage is so much better because like Tombstone gonna help defend that, but then look, the cage then just got 1,000 damage for literally no reason. Anyway, in this matchup, I guess Tombstone will be pretty good, but whatever, it's fine. Here we're playing against. I know he's not got much. I know his exact deck, and yeah, he's got Bandit. He has got Poison. Unfortunately, if he had Fireball, it would have been so much better for me just there. But it's fine. Going aggressive is cool because we wasted a Poison. We're gonna get a Barbaro to full counter that, and I think we're gonna just go for the Ice Wizard. Obviously, cage would work, but there we go. We'd much rather save the cage for when he places Battle Ram. And obviously the next Battle Ram is going to be Evo if he's playing it. And, you know, the fact that it's Evo cage, our Battle Ram's going to stay alive a little bit longer. So he's running Pekka as well. So I'm not going to try and do a stupid push, like trying to put a Knight in front. But this is going to force out some Elixir. He might be back to his Bandit. Okay, no, that's fine. Minions. So he has got a variation, which is, I guess, a bit easier to play against. If he was playing with Magic Archer, I'd have to be a lot more, what's the word? Attentive? I don't know. I'd have to focus more on trying to, like, you know, predict that. Minions, I guess, is kind of good for him. Nice, not Bandit. Yeah, minions are good. They're a good graveyard counter, pretty good DPS. But we do have the Baby Dragon. And talking about the Baby Dragon, have you guys seen the teasers and the... Alright, it got leaked anyway, but they're teasing it. The new Evo Baby Dragon coming in, like, what, six days from when I'm recording this? Yeah, I'm just going to go for a high up cage. Hopefully he doesn't try and snipe it with some minions, but obviously we've got a Baby Dragon if he tries to do that. Yeah, I think we're just going to get a nice poison down. He's probably going to want to place something else into it. If not, he might run Battle around the bridge. That's what I was trying to say. Hopefully it pulls, and there we go. It did pull. Gonna have to just take one, like, little, what's the word? Like, one spanking from the Evo Barbs. And that's just because against this matchup, or, you know, against Bridge Run, I'd say the key is to not overcommit, because like we took one hit, took a couple hundred damage, but if we overcommitted, it would have got us in a bad cycle. He would have then been able to, like, something like Bandit the bridge, the Knight, then he'd be able to, like, spam the bridge opposite side. Anyway, you just have to know when to take damage against this matchup, and that is just the sort of thing you learn throughout the match. Here, I don't know why he didn't go for the poison. He tried to go for the minions, did clean up quite well, but now his cycle's all wrong. So yeah, he wasted that, then he couldn't poison. He may try and block the bridge here, but even with that, I think it's going to be a good game. He's not got any minions. He's not got any good counters in hand. Here, we can get it at Knight down, but... Okay, Evo's Zap is actually quite clutch for him. And we got some pretty bad RNG. No damage is kind of crazy. Here, I'm just going to get an Ice Wizard down to help support my Knight. And Evo Cage up high. Yeah, that should be a really nice defense, I think. Might get a Barbaro down. Okay, and here, we might take damage on this side again, and again we're getting damage, we're taking damage, it's fine. Here I'm gonna go like this just because he can't really minions because I've got a Baby Dragon, which is weird. I'm gonna tornado them all up into the Baby Dragon, get them all killed. Baby Dragon's gonna kill that as well and hopefully get a hit on tower. There we go. He had to waste another card, which is amazing for us. Evo Knight is going crazy on the tower, so we could switch lanes if we really had to. Here we're gonna start Goblin Cage on the opposite side, and we're in an amazing cycle now. Knight for the Ghost, Barbaro for the Bandit if we need to. We could just go in aggressive again. I think that could be the play, and that's because the outside with his poison. We're going for a prediction poison of our own because he's got to minions. He is back to his own poison now, but that's fine. There's only 40 seconds left. We're running down the clock really nicely. Gonna get a nice tornado up there. Goblin Cage here. Predictions, I think he's gonna try and play something onto the cage. And if not, we're just like clogging it up. There we go, that's popped out. We have got a lot of cards, but he can't go for the defensive poison because obviously here we're going to take some damage to that right side because it's healthier and we don't want to waste our cage. Sorry, yeah, we could have taken some damage on that side because it's healthier. And there we go, poison will do it. He's going to let the graveyard go. Intense first match. Let's get into the second. Oh my lord, here looks like we got quite the player on our hands. Quite a 2v2 player anyway. But that's fine, we're here to learn how to beat players who are good at the game. Here, I'm actually just going to wait. I do not want to risk Barbara on that in case he's playing log bait. And he's got a knight. That's cool. Could be a hot... It's basically, it's going to be a cycle deck. We know that. Still not sure what it's going to be. So we're going to play slow. I think it would be safe to poison that because sometimes people use the finish as like poison bait in graveyard decks. However, I don't believe they run Ice Spirit. So, although saying that Berserker is slightly worrying. If anything, I'd be leaning towards a drill deck here or a miner deck. And they're going to have a poison. That was like kind of expected. However, this is going to be a nice push. They should only have cycle cards. That's fine with me. Maybe they've got a log to try and clear up some skeletons. Berserker is a very good counter to the graveyard. However, well, we've got two things to like say in this matchup. Firstly, them having the poison is a bit of an issue because they've got the poison and the faster cycle than us. So we're not going to be able to outcycle them. We're going to have to not take much damage. That's the play here. Don't take much damage. We're not going to get much damage either. Here, we're going to keep on getting these poison values because that is a free like 270 damage every single time. And it's just keep it in cycle. Obviously, we're going to get it. His next one's going to be an Evo Furnace, so we're really going to want it for that. I'm not... Oh my god. Remember how I just mentioned about... That's actually a really good bar barrel, Jesus. I just mentioned how I don't think it's graveyard. Turns out it is. That is going to be awkward. They've got poison, we got poison too. However, we're really going to want to poison their furnaces. Here, I've just got to quickly think of what our advantages we have against this deck are. We have got a baby dragon, which is amazing for his hut. Our cage isn't going to get much value, but I think our biggest advantage is the tornado. We can win the bridge battles, and we need to get into the swing of attacking. Talking about attacking, we're going to go in. Graveyard like that, just so hopefully a few skeletons get on tower through the poison. If not, he's got the Berserker, but there, he plays his poison relatively poorly. In this case, an Ice Wizard, maybe the Bar Barrel as well to counter the Furnace, because he's not running the Evo Furnace, which is huge for us. And yeah, that is the other key thing. Don't waste your... Oh, shit. Remember how I just said we can use the poison? Guys, that was bad from me. I don't know why I didn't play the poison. I sort of panicked a little bit. Here, we can definitely go in. He might try and bridge block. If he doesn't, we're going to have to get an offensive poison now. We need to. Slightly awkward cycle. We're going to have to fix our cycle, just not on this play, because we did take a little bit of damage. We need to get it back relatively quickly. I think in a second, we're going to try and get a bridge block just there. Hopefully he goes in. He did not actually go in. But like I said, we've got to keep on winning these bridge battles. Beautiful that he wasted the poison. That's good. Allows us to go in with this. Baby Dragon. Hopefully we can tornado some cards out of the way. Or the Baby Dragon should take out that hut really nicely. There we go. We're going to get a poison. We're going to get really good damage here. Poison value. We are slightly behind. But in triple elixir coming in 40 seconds, we should be able to make some time back up. Here, I'm going to bridge block once again. And there we go. Get the Barbarian Barrel down. Hopefully we shouldn't take too much damage. We're going to get a low Baby Dragon as well. And we're just taking a bit of poison chip. But the good news is he doesn't have his poison now. The thing is, he has kind of got better counters than us for the graveyard. And that's fine with me. He did a very well-played bridge block with the Evo Knight. Berserker is just cleaning up so nicely for him. We're going to have to keep on getting the poisons down. I think we need to get a Baby Dragon at the bridge, tornado all of his cards in, and then we can like start getting into a really, really good cycle. Unfortunately, he did go for the Barb Barrel to get through my bridge block. Barb Barrel plus all my cards. Hopefully he doesn't get any good spawns. There we go. Now we've got an Evo Knight tanking. There we go. That's beautiful. Gonna have to go for a poison. Just a poison like that. We're getting so much damage. In fact, we're back in the damage lead. He's not got his Barb Barrel, so he can't break through any bridge blocks. And there we go. Tough matchup, but we knew how to beat it, and we took the win. You know, that last guy actually had a top 5k finish. Just checked his profile. Pretty impressive that we managed to win it, even with one of my big mistakes where I didn't poison. Here we're going to cage slightly higher than I normally would, just so the Golden Knight doesn't get on tower, because it has some ridiculous dashes. And we're in a very awkward cycle. I'm going to leak until he plays something. Barb Barrel, that's fine with me. Until he played that Barb Barrel, okay, that worked out really nicely, actually. And I'm going to go in aggressive. I have a feeling he's got a poison Barb Barrel. It just feels like a poison drill deck for some reason. E-Giant, probably could have guessed that. It was on the profile. Luckily, we've got a lot of damage. He didn't spend too much elixir. However, we're going to space that Ice Wizard out and get that cage down. And it's the Evo cage. He could lightning, but honestly, there's no point. I think that was a bad lightning from this guy. he does not have enough elixir to support it. He's going to get like 100 damage, and that will take his tower if he doesn't do anything about it. He has got the furnace. We can poison. So the last two matchups were pretty difficult, I'd say. This one, fortunately, is one of the good classic splash out matchups that are still in this meta. Well, I mean, I wouldn't really say E-Giant's meta, but you know what I mean. E-Giant, like, it's because the cage doesn't attack the E-Giant, so he doesn't get the electricity damage. That's why we benefit so much. I think I'm going to just Knight up high. Just do not want him getting a chance to Golden Knight dash onto tower, because I don't really have anything else to stop that. Maybe a Barbaro, but I don't think it's possible to react that quickly. Thing is, Spirit Empress changes this matchup completely. I really struggle to beat it. Like, seriously. And I think we're going to have to take damage. Oh, see what I mean? It just dashes through the barrel. So we're going to take a bit of damage here, literally like one way or another. I think the best I can do would actually be Tornado it away and just like pray. That will be a bit of damage, but the thing is, all I could really do otherwise is waste my cage. And there we go, he's played it. Bad cage, IMO. Here, we are going to go in aggressive because our tower is still up. I don't believe that's lightning range, unless he's got another spell, and he's not got time to cycle 2 lightnings. So it's super good that we've got his tower, or within poison range anyway. And I think the play we can do here is... Okay, now it's definitely poison range. Now it's definitely lightning range. I don't know my numbers completely. I think we're going to have to go in aggressive. Yeah, there we go. He wants to get that down ASAP. We are going to have to go in aggressive. I'm going to poison the tower just to take it. Otherwise, it's no risk I don't take it. But I don't think he can defend all this. We've got one tower. He could maybe get the second one, but he's back to Tornado. He will get the second one, so he is still just about in this game if he has the elixir for it. Yeah, just about in this game. Imagine I went for a block there. That could have been pretty smart. Anyway, I'd say he doesn't really have much of a chance to win it, though, because E-Giant, we're going to keep this Evo Cage in hand for as long as possible. We can tank a bit of damage from the Golden Knight if we need to. Here, I'm thinking we're just going to cage like that. He's not got the light just yet. I'm going to Baby Dragon up high, just in case he's got something to try and take out that cage. If not, it's fine. We just wasted the Baby Dragon, apparently. But here, we're going to get a Graveyard down now, Poison down as well. We're playing so aggressive, and our cages are so difficult for him to deal with. The Spirit Empress, he's not been utilising it anywhere near enough. That is the way he can win this, I think. And then also getting a really amazing Lightning, which I don't want to feed into him right now, but I feel like I'm going to. Going to get a Baby Dragon down, and there we go. This is the Lightning Storm. I'm actually going to pull it really weirdly away, get a Poison out on Spirit Empress, because that needs to go. And he's got the Evo Furnace as well. He's got a couple broken boards on the arena. Luckily, our poison, yeah, and he's just hitting nothing there. I think we can ignore that little bit of damage from the Furnace. A little bit of damage from the Spirit Empress. Oh shit, we cannot ignore that. What the fuck? That thing is OP. Anyway, we took the tower. That's going to be the end of this video. That was a slightly easier matchup, but you know, it was a bit tricky. I think a lot of you guys could get caught out by the way he was playing. But anyway, seriously, hope you guys learned a lot from this video. Thank you for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.